A Florida teen has been expelled and charged with a felony for being in a lesbian relationship. Think Progress has a good write-up about this. And this is about Kaitlyn Hunt. Kaitlyn Hunt started dating a female classmate at the beginning of the school year. Now, at the time, Kaitlyn was 17 years old. The girl she was dating was about 3 years younger. And according to what Kaitlyn's mother wrote online, in February, Kaitlyn turned 18 years old and was immediately arrested on felony charges at the request of her young girlfriend's parents. The crime she's charged with is sexual battery on a person 12 to 16 years old. Now, Kaitlyn's mother says this is just anti-gay bigotry that was the catalyst for this arrest. She said, "They were out to destroy my daughter. They feel like my daughter made their daughter gay. They are bigoted religious zealots that see being gay as a sin and wrong, and they blame my daughter." Now, that wasn't the full extent of Kaitlyn's problems. Her girlfriend's parents also went to the school board and had her expelled from Sebastian River High School. And Kaitlyn's mom is saying that the state attorney, Brian Workman, has offered the following plea deal: 2 years house arrest, 1 year probation. Kaitlyn has until, I believe it's just a few more days to decide whether to take that plea deal or not. And the family started a petition on change.org calling for the charges to be dropped. 100,000 plus signatures so far. Now, I have a few thoughts on this. It is very, very clear that the younger girl's parents are very angry that their daughter is gay. They don't like that.
Right.
And they figured out, here's a way to end this specific relationship. The problem is that this is not going to make their daughter not gay. And that is, of course, I think, Lewis, what's really at the root of this. I wouldn't say what the mother says, which is they thought that my daughter made their daughter gay. We don't know that. But what seems clear is that they don't want their daughter to be gay, and that this is the way they figured out to try to achieve that. And it's sad because that's not the way this works.
Yeah, well, I mean, we talk about religious zealots a lot, and we know that they don't really have a firm grasp on reality.
No.
Unfortunately.
The other thing is,
you know what? Their daughter's suffering too.
That's the thing. Do they think that this is going to be the last lesbian relationship their daughter is in because they got this girl arrested? No. I mean,
well, it depends on how bad they just scared their daughter.
Well, it's possible. Let's put it this way. Is it going to stop her from being gay? And the answer is obviously no. The other thing is
no,
this.
but it may repress her.
It may repress her, which of course would be a disaster. Breaking the law is breaking the law, whether it's a same-sex relationship or not. So nothing happened here. In other words, this is technically illegal. My understanding is that Florida is not one of the states that says if two people are close enough in age, like I think it's typically within 2 to 4 years in age, when they both start a relationship when they are under 18. When one of them turns 18, even if the relationship would be illegal were it to begin at that point, it is not illegal because the relationship preceded the turning 18 by one of the people and the age difference wasn't enough. My understanding from the research I've done is that this is not the case in this particular story. But the other problem I have with this is that this is not really... There was no violent act here, right? In other words, that nobody was coerced. There wasn't forcible rape or anything like that. At most, we have kind of a statutory violation. To say that
but
there
that's
was
not the charge.
The charge is felony sexual battery,
right? Which
implies that there was like a violent act of some kind committed,
right?
Which really is not the case. It's just not.
Yeah.
So the other argument here is that the charges themselves are kind of escalated because of pressure from the younger girl's parents or because of anti-gay bias or whatever the case may be, because really at the most what we have here is a statutory violation.
That's what it seems like, yeah.